Let's move on with our next play, King Lear. Major characters. King Lear wants the flattery and power of being king even after giving up the position. Cordelia, honorable and loyal to her father despite his rejection of her. Edmund, ambitious and seething with resentment and being the illegitimate son of an earl. Edgar, Gloucester's legitimate son, who spends most of the play in disguise as several different characters. Regan and Goneril, Lear's ruthless, competitive, and utterly unscrupulous daughters. Gloucester, like Lear, he initially trusts the wrong child, which leads to his downfall. The story. King Lear of England wants to retire and plans to divide the country between his three daughters, Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia. He promises larger area to the daughter who says she loves him the most. Goneril and Regan declare their immense love for their father, but Cordelia sincerely tells him that words cannot express her love. Feeling rejected and totally missing her point, Lear disowns Cordelia and divides the country between his other two daughters. He also banishes the Duke of Kent for trying to defend Cordelia. Despite Cordelia's lack of dowry, the King of France marries her, so she leaves to be with him. Meanwhile, Edmund, the illegitimate son of the Earl of Gloucester, is determined to be recognized by his father and the court. He devises a plan to convince Gloucester that his legitimate son, Edgar, is plotting against him. At the same time, he tells Edgar that someone is plotting against him. So, Edgar disguises himself as a beggar madman named Tom. Once they have power, Goneril and Regan both treat Lear with great disrespect. Disappointed by both of them, Lear starts to go mad. Kent returns to England disguised as Caius and becomes one of Lear's servants. Disgusted by Lear's mistreatment by his daughters, Gloucester decides to intervene and sends a letter to the King of France asking for aid. The letter is intercepted, though, and Gloucester's eyes are gouged out. Regan turns him out to wander the heath, where he encounters his son, Edgar, disguised as Tom, who tends to him. Soon Regan and Goneril, though both married, are competing for the affections of Edmund, involving him in various plots to get rid of their husbands and play a significant role in fending off the imminent French attack. The French forces and Cordelia arrive and a battle ensues. The English are victorious and Edmund orders the execution of Lear and Cordelia. The play concludes with lots of deaths. Edgar, now disguised as a knight, duels with Edmund and kills him, then takes off his disguise, the shock of which is at least partially responsible for Gloucester's death. Goneril poisons Regan and then stabs herself. It is too late for Cordelia, though she is hanged. Lear dies of grief. Albany, Goneril's honorable husband, and Edgar assume power over the reeling country.